I will now make a statement as the President of the General Assembly. Excellency, allow me to begin by thanking the Under-Secretary General for joining us this afternoon to brief on the action plan of the UN80 initiative. Dear Guy, thanks a lot for taking this time. The plan, and I hope everybody read the plan, is the result of dozens of consultations across the entirety of the UN system and provides a step-by-step process by which to enact the reform agenda. It furthermore serves as a useful tool for member states to track progress across the proposals and work streams of the entirety of the UN80 initiative. Today's discussion is the fourth meeting we have held on the UN80 initiative this session and follows the recent briefings by the Secretary General on Workstream 3. Taken together, these engagements underscore our shared vision for a stronger and more efficient United Nations. The action plan is a response to the comments and to your question during these earlier discussions, including requests for comprehensive and timely information to support deliberations and the need for a transparent and inclusive process with a clear timeline and roadmap. And the Under-Secretary and I met yesterday and discussed already on this point that from beginning of January, we will have many meetings and overview of a timeline where we can get into a more in-depth debate on the concrete proposals. Because I believe that this clarity and these continued transparent and inclusive discussions are essential if we are to ensure ownership by you, the membership, of this reform process. As mentioned on previous occasions, every member state, every mission, every capital must own this process. The UN80 initiative can only succeed through that collective ownership and continued dialogue as clearly outlined in Resolution 79/318. On this point, I would also like to acknowledge the ongoing work under the other streams of the UN80 initiative, including consultations and briefings led by the co-chairs of the informal ad hoc working group on mandate implementation review, Ambassador Brian Wallace from Jamaica and Caroline Schwolger from New Zealand for your intense and very engaging work. I would also like to recognize the ongoing work of the ACABQ and the Fifth Committee on the revised estimates for the 2026 program budget. These parallel efforts form an integral part of the broader reform landscape and are heavily important. I therefore encourage all member states to continue working together to agree on solutions on each of these areas, especially on the ongoing budgetary debates. The revised estimates in particular will play an important role in the implementation of UN80 initiative, and I therefore encourage all of you to work together to agree on the budget before the holidays. Excellencies, looking ahead, I will continue to play my role as a convener, creating space for you, the membership, to hold constructive dialogues, both intergovernmentally and between member states and the Secretariat. This includes convening another informal meeting on December 11th, where the co-chairs of the informal ad hoc working group on mandate implementation review will update the member states on the discovery phase of that process. I will also include a more substantive briefing by the Secretariat on progress on some of the work package detailed in the action plan. Colleagues, as in September, I said where we were at a crossroads. We are still at this make it or break it moment. And it will take each of us working together to set this institution on a path that is both cost-effective and delivery efficient. A path that responds to the needs of the world today and tomorrow. And I'm thanking all of those of you who have come forward with their own proposals in this work, because it is crystal clear also, as we have seen on the latest important declarations we took in Doha and the ongoing negotiations in Belém right now, this institution needs a reform This institution is more important than ever, and if we are not leading these reforms, it will be led by others, but we are capable of making clear that we can be stronger and better together, and by that, I look forward to continue working with each of you in this reality, and I thank you again for the exchange in this afternoon, and I